Hi, I'm Elizabeth Hall with Smart Office Help Social Media Management, and I'm here today to announce a podcast release. And today I released episode 4 of Smart Social Media Notes podcast, and it's all about giving you some tips about how to make a wonderful cover art that sells. So, first, what I wanted to do here is I'm not going to talk about all the tips on here because I have it on the podcast and you can listen on the podcast, but I'll give you a few tips. I thought it would be useful to also give you some visual information as well. So if you look here on the screen, you'll see this is where my cover art resides at Smart Office Help. And this is the Facebook page for my company. And what I tried to do here was to tell a story using the cover art. But before I talk about my particular cover art, well, actually, I'll probably talk about somebody else's cover art. I just wanted to show you some other pieces of cover art for some pages that I actually follow. And I'll have links to those pages down in the notes also. So let's go to this first one, and I just picked them out at random just to kind of see and give a visual of some cover art that could be updated and made better. Now here's one right here, and if you just looked at the cover art alone without looking at the title of this, you probably could tell that this was for a radio show or even maybe a podcast. And so you see over here where we have the profile picture says on air, and then it has the cover art itself, which is a mixer, I believe. Now, I think this could have been better, and I'll just give one tip is if they had some more information in the cover art itself. Maybe even if they added a cross to it, because this is a music and ministry radio. So if they put a cross in there, that kind of gives you an idea that this is religiously affiliated. So that's just one tip for this particular one. Let's go to the next cover art. And this one here, I'm always talking about using cover art that you have to stretch. And as you can see, unfortunately, for this kind lady, her cover art just does not work for her Facebook page. And it looks like she just took a piece that she used for something else, an image that maybe she had on her blog, and she just threw it up here so that she can have some cover art. And it really just doesn't work at all. But you can kind of tell what the Facebook page is all about just by the name, but you can't even see the full name in the cover art. So definitely don't stretch your cover art. That's a big no-no. Let's go to the next one. Here's one. It says rise above the crowd, and if you just looked at the picture without looking at the name, personally, I would not know what this Facebook page is about. But it does says basic blog tips. So definitely if you read the name of the admin on this Facebook, or should I say the title on this Facebook page, you would definitely know that it's basic blog tips. But if you only looked at the cover art, there's no way that you can know. The cover art just does not tell a story. If you put everything together, it does tell a story, but just the cover art alone doesn't. So let's go and look at another one. And this is the last one that I'll show you. And this is for Spokes Puppets. And I think this is like a fantastic cover art, actually. It shows the puppets on here. It has the title of the company on here. And then also it gives you a little bit of their message. And this is probably part of their tagline. Spokes Puppets deliver your message in a unique and engaging way. And I like that a lot. So this one is actually a great page. It tells a story. You don't have to look at anything else on this page to know exactly what the author of this cover art was trying to say. It actually tells a story. And if you go back to here to Smart Office Help, hopefully you can get the story from the cover art itself. And you'll see in the middle, I put I'm Liz, social media manager. So social media manager right there. We have over here, we have some of our icons for social media, and then we have like some actual short tips in this little notebook here. Social media tips you can use to grow your networks. There's a tagline there. Blogging, Twitter, Facebook, Google Plus. That's not all. Reminders, update editorial calendar, schedule postings, share on Twitter, and add value to my circles. So I think that one tells a pretty good story as well. And then I have, some pages that don't tell the story at all. But for the business page, I made sure that it told a story. So if you want to hear all the tips for how to make a fantastic and awesome cover art that sells, make sure that you listen to the podcast. You can find that on iTunes as Smart Social Media Notes Podcast. I also have a link in the notes below. And if you have any social media related questions, please let me know. Leave a comment down at the bottom. You can leave a comment on smartofficehelp.com. I'll be happy to answer those on future videos or on a future podcast. So with that, make sure you update your cover art and go out and grow your networks using social media. Have a great day. Additional social media tutorials are being posted weekly. Subscribe for future updates so you don't miss out. You can also check out past videos. I encourage you to share them with your friends, followers, and fans.